Hey, boys and girls, welcome back. Today we're going to do lesson 1.3 in our math books, or we're going to go over 1.3, and we are going to be comparing numbers that are into the millions up to million. And what we're going to do today is we're going to be able to compare the digits using greater than, less than, or equal to. Now, when we have big numbers like these, first thing we would do is we would look at what digit is the largest digit. And we can see here in our number 62,498, our largest digit is the 6. That is worth 60,000. And in this number, 64,551, our largest digit is also in the 10,000s place, another 6. So what we can do is we can look at the largest place first, and I see, okay, I have a 6 and I have another 6. They're the same. Now I'm going to go over to my next largest place, which would be in this case the thousands. I have a 2 and I have a 4. Well, I know that the digit 2 is less than the digit 4. So in this case, 62,498 is less than 64,551. Okay, so you can look at your place values. You look over, whichever one is the largest. You're going to start there. We have the digits are the same. We go over to the next place. Whatever digit, if these were the same, we'd move over again. In this case, the 2 is smaller or less than the 4. So 62,498 is less than 64,551. Let's try another one. Okay, let's take a look at this one. So you should have written this out in your notebook. You can pause it and make sure you write it. Let's pause now and write these two numbers in expanded form. Remember, expanded form stretches out those numbers and to help us see how much each digit is worth. Okay, so pause me right now and write these numbers. Now, we can see when we see it like this, it's expanded form, we want to put it back into standard form, our normal way of saying and writing our numbers. So looking here at this number first, we're going to put this expanded form number back into standard form. So a simple way to do this, and I almost think of it as like a game, okay? So I look at my biggest number first. I see that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits. So that means I'm going to have 6 places. 1, 2, 3, comma, 4, 5, 6. Because I have 400,000. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll fill in our blanks as we go. So in my 100,000 spot, I have a 4. Then I go next. Do I have anything for my 10,000s? No, that's 2,000. So I'm going to put a 0. If I don't have anything for it, I'm going to put my 0. Then I'm going to go over to my thousands. I have a 2. Good. Now I'm going to go here. I have 600. So that would be in my 100 spot. 6. Going over to my 10 spot. Do I have anything for the 10s? No. So I'm going to put a 0. Now I'm going over to my 1 spot and I have a 6. So now I have written out my number that was in expanded form into my number that is standard, regular way we write numbers since kindergarten. So we would say just smaller numbers in kindergarten. So remember, I'm going to cover up. I have 402,606. Okay? That's my first step to be able to compare these two numbers. Now I'm going to write this number that is in expanded form. I'm going to write it in standard form. So I'm going to look over at my largest number here. I have the 10,000s place. So that means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits. So 5 spaces that I'm going to write this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have my ones place, my tens place, my hundreds, thousands. Make sure you're writing this with me. Pause and make sure you write this in your notebook. Okay. Now we look back. We have 40,000. So that is in my 10,000 spot. I have a 4. My 4 in my 10,000 spot is worth 40,000. Then I'm going over to my thousands place. I have a 3. So 3 in the thousands place is worth 3,000. Do I have anything for my hundred spot? No. Do I have for my tens? Yes. Right? 1 in the 10 spot is worth 10. And do I have anything for my ones? No. So now that we have our expanded form, we can now look at the standard form and compare the two numbers. Okay, so I like to use it with my place value chart. So if I had my place value chart, I'm going to write both of these numbers. If you have your place value chart with the laminated one and you want to write it on with your Expo marker. So I have this first one was 402,606. And then my second number here started in the 10,000s place. So I have 43,010. Using the place value chart, it's easy to be able to compare. I have a 4 in my 100,000s and I have nothing or 0 in my 100,000s in this spot. So right away, I can see that this number, 402,606, is a lot bigger than 43,010. So when I write it here, 402,606 is greater than 43,010. Okay, we're going to try one more. Make sure you write these down. Okay, last problem. You're going to write these two numbers in your notebook. 32,916 and 32,819. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to write which place to use when we're comparing these numbers. So first things first, I look over at the largest one that I have, my largest place value. In this case, for both of these, it's in the 10,000s place. They both are 3, so I move over to the next place. Both are 2, so I still need to keep moving. And then I go over to my hundreds place, and this one's a 9, and this one is an 8. Well, I know that 9 is greater than 8, so that means that this one is our greater number. But it might ask you, which place did you need to use to compare this? Well, I didn't use my 10,000s because they both had 3. I didn't use my thousands because they both had 2. The one that I used, the place that I used to help me compare the two was in the hundreds place. Hope this helps. See ya.